Aries, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Marta. This channel's name is Universal Power Tarot. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys, and as well myself. You guys, thank you so much for your participation in the draw for the 20-minute free reading with me for April 2020. It was so fantastic to have you all join in and be like, yeah, let's uplift everyone together. That's so fantastic. And I thank you so very much. That is so dope. Yes. Because that's what I want this community to be about, right? Elevating, uplifting, empowering one another. And for the month of May, of course, we're going to offer another private reading, 20 minutes, that is free with me and Spirit. And if you'd like, I was thinking, yeah, write something that empowered you, that other people can benefit from, right? If you want to, again, we'll just try out and see how we go here, right, people? So it's really up to you, because I can't do this by myself. There's no one to read for. I don't have anything to do, right? So it's really an exchange of energy, which is super dope. Speaking of which, thank you so much for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments, for being my patrons. Thank you guys so much for your donations. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching and for being here and being on your personal and or spiritual growth journey here with me. And it's so dope. Thank you guys so much. All right, Aries, as I was pre-shuffling all of your cards, right? One card hopped out already. And I'm going to read it to you. It's a prayer card, which is quite powerful. There's only 4 prayer cards in this whole entire deck. And they gave this one for me to read to you at the beginning this time, so we'll do just that. It says, "Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. Help me always to remember that love is all there is and all else is an illusion. Thank you." Oh, wow, that is powerful. So I can't wait to see what's going to come out for you, Aries. This is your June 2020. Oh, I love it. I love when we have jumpers. Hello. All right, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, and 5. Okay, so we have a whole story here already. Aries, it's of course a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it is for somebody else. Are people saying this with me? So it's not gender specific, it's not really time specific either. I know I put the date on it, but that's for informative purposes for yourself and for me. All right, but whenever the title of a message resonates with you, no matter if it's your sign or not, watch it, there might be a message in it for you. All right, Aries, let's hop in. Yes. All right, you've got the 3 of Wands. You're receiving help with a project that you recently started, and by recently I mean this could not be older than 2 or 3 years, right? That's what I mean by recently. And you're receiving help by someone who knows what they're doing. This could also be Spirit lending you a hand here, Aries, being like, all right, we saw that Aries is on fire and really wants to build something. Aries is like, yes, determined, right? Like, really, yes, I'm going to do this, says Aries. Yes, how cool, dope, dope. And Spirit's like, oh, really? Cool. Okay, here we are. There you go. I'll help you with this. I'll help you with the setup of this. And that's cool. So again, it could be a person that is coming in because they see how passionate you are, because that's magnetic, right? If someone is passionate about what they're doing, that's magnetic. And it's like, wow, cool. Can we help too? It's something like that, right? It's also, yeah, it's very much about reciprocity, that one as well to me today, because you plant something and something grows, but then also something is given. Something is given to you. The more you give, the more comes in for you to give out. Ooh, I love this. The more that you give freely, right? And invest in other people, because this project here we're talking about, this is yes, of course it's beneficial for your life, but it's very beneficial for others too. And that's what that is. You give so freely, like, yes, I want to do this. This is exactly my thing. And then other people are like, oh, wow, that's awesome. Let's join in. What I'm immediately having in my head right now is this dude there's a video that I watched, I think about a year ago or something. And there was this dude at a Sasquatch festival, right? And he was dancing all crazy, right? And I was like, yes, that's awesome. But he was by himself. And he just didn't stop dancing. He had such an awesome time. And all of a sudden, other people started to join in, right? And it got such a magnetic attraction, that thing, that soon enough, there were hundreds of people dancing and others were racing towards that point. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? That's what this is, this Three of Wands. You have managed to create your own thing. And not only that, you've created so much momentum here, Aries, and so much beauty and magnetism, like electricity, which is awesome, that people can't help but race towards you. There's no stopping people, right? And that's a really good thing, right? Oh yeah, and this must have been a bunch of work for you to get to this point. Oh my Lord, wow, Seven of Pentacles, yeah. You must have been like, oh, wow, this was exhausting. Like even the years before this passion project came together, you know how we are when we're looking for our thing. There are so many things that are happening and so many things that we have to let go of. And yeah, and this whole process makes us so strong, and that's so necessary, because it is then everything that is being incorporated, right? Everything that has happened to this point is needed in order for this very thing that is happening right now, okay? That's why it was necessary. And now you're getting the help, because now you're ready. Now you're at that point. Before, they were watching, right? Spirit also. You have to do this by yourself. You have to muster up the strength and courage. Do you really want this? It's some sort of a test, but not really, because how do I say this? It's like you have to really build up that strength and courage, and that's what this whole thing that led up to that point here, to that Three of Wands here, was all about here for you, Aries, right? Really, really having that, because that's yours to keep then, right? Once you found it, you know what it feels like, you know what you have in you, right? And it is really, I want to say damn sure, starting to grow, and it already grew. And yes, this was burdensome process to you, absolutely, with the Ten of Wands, absolutely. But now Spirit says it's time to lighten your load here. It's time to lighten your load. And also, it's like what I'm seeing with these two cards is so interesting. You see, because this is you during that process, like, man, this is a lot to carry. I don't know how to do it. And Spirit's like, all right, you know what? You're done carrying all that. Put them down. Get two up. I'll help you with the third, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the other seven. Right? It's like that. It's like that, and it's also again another process of figuring things out, but different, with a lot less effort here. With a lot less effort. And yes, you may have had to let go of relationships, business partners, whatever it is for you, with the Queen of Swords here, Aries. This is someone who has endured loss, but has managed to turn it around for the highest benefit of everyone involved, and has managed to turn these pains into lessons and into fruitfulness, right? Into something that is growing instead of something that is destructive. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this. You are rather on the side of, yep, let's use this. Yeah, let's use this for personal growth, spiritual growth. There is a sense in everything that is happening. There's no cause without effect, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. And you're really using all your knowledge. It's like it's really coming to this one point here, Aries. It really is. It's like an accumulation of stuff that has happened, and you're like it's almost like the pinpoint of a needle, right? It's like, okay, you're there. Aries is there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and you must have been waiting on this moment for quite a while with the Hanged Man. This also denotes to a spiritual journey. and spiritual enlightenment, the hangman or the lone man here, also to some sort of a leading position. Now this doesn't have to be in the public, like, I don't know, like a YouTube channel, like a public speaker or something like that. But this was for some of you. For a small portion of you, the public speaking. One or two of you, maybe more, must be public speakers here, because it is very connected here. Yeah. And you went through the dark night of the soul, and yeah, you let go of jobs, and this cost you money and everything, right? You may have really have had to downsize maybe quite a bit here, but that's about to come in. That's about to turn around. Things are going to get so much more easy here for you because you've been through the process here. Yeah, and self-esteem with the Eight of Swords, right? You, maybe the feeling was there of, am I ever going to am I ever going to make it along this journey? And this is an important aspect here as well, because like I said, with the Queen of Swords, you're using that knowledge to turn it around, and it's like compost for what is to grow. It's the most excellent compost ever, right? Because how do I say that? If there's no compost, then the seeds and everything will have a really hard time to grow, because what are they going to grow upon, right? What are they going to grow upon? The most beautiful flowers and everything grow upon perfect compost, and that's what that is here. Because every little thing along your journey really was the perfect thing at that time, right? That happened to you or for you here, Aries. Yeah. And you're going to use it. And even the deceit. And that was really burdensome to you. Like when people are deceiving or deceptive. Yeah, that's no fun, absolutely. And that has really burdened you, like in the past. Really burdened you. And you're like, no, I don't want that anymore in my life. But you will realize, if you haven't already, that again, these are all like puzzle pieces, and you'd be pissed off if one of those puzzle pieces were to be missing, like, because you're putting together this awesome, really huge puzzle here, and it takes effort to put this together, right? And you'd be pissed if you missed one, and then you're like, okay, I have this perfect piece now, but deceit is missing, right? And this, I know it sounds kind of weird, but try to hang in there. So deceit is missing, and deceit is making this puzzle complete, however. So this is an important experience that I need for this project here, whatever it is that you're doing. Could just be personal growth, right? And other people are seeing you, how you radiate, how magnetizing you are, Aries, right? So that's that, and you need that because you need to be relatable. You need to understand people for that project. You need to have been there in order to talk about it. You know what I mean? That's important. Yeah, and also those squirrels. Man, you've been through it, Aries. Oh my goodness. Enough. Wow, there's a lot going on. Oh yeah. With the Five of Wands, that's ego games and that's jealousy. So you must have been faced with that. I'm all of a sudden getting a jealous mother and a deceitful father here for some of you. This is not for all of you, but this is for a portion of you here. So jealous mother, deceitful father, or a father that wasn't emotionally available, that just snuck away. I do not like that energy, and that caused you to be in that stance of, man, I'm just going to have to say it, Aries, because I feel it's important. Like, I am nothing. I can't do anything. It's horrible. Like, no. This is in the realm of the inner critic, because we adapt this. What we hear as children that is not healthy for us, we adapt and we make it ours most of the time, if we're talking about like a toxic upbringing here. And that's the inner critic, and that's work with the inner critic, and that's the shadow work here that I picked up on too, right, Aries? That's that. So yeah, so there might be that stuff coming up still to work through here still, right? There might still be residue that wants to be cleaned out here and used for your purpose. For this is compost, right? This is compost, Aries, for what is to grow, for all your beautiful dreams, aspirations, and desires, right? That's important. It's really important. Yeah. Oh. Gemini energy, the Lovers, beautiful. Really, really beautiful. This is something that's divinely orchestrated, right? What they're trying to do here with you right now is bringing the divine feminine and the divine masculine in balance. And it looks like you're achieving it. And this brings a lot of peace with it. It's incredible when we don't have to rush through life like that anymore, because we're so driven, especially the ones of us who grew up in, again, toxic households. It's like we had to go, like that hypervigilance, right? We really had to like make it through. This is survival mechanisms 101, right? And to come back into that peaceful nature that we should have been in all along. But when I say should have been, I'm also aware that, again, puzzle pieces that lead you to this exact point. But I really feel this is a turning point here for you, and quite relevant. It's like, all right, you've been through all this, you composted most of it, excellent growing ground, right? And Spirit's like, dope, you're there. We're gonna help you now, because now the time is different, right? Before, you may have had to go through most of it by yourself because you needed to learn courage and strength here, Aries. Not that you're not persistent, that's not what I'm talking about here. It's really, yeah, courage and strength, right? Courage and strength, muster that up and really make that seen in yourself in order for you to be in that peaceful place, in order for you to for Spirit or another person, other people to come in and be like, yeah, now it's easier, but you really needed to learn that. And now that's building ground for your dreams. Now you can plant on that beautiful soil here because you really did the composting. Again, they're saying that so often. You can choose what kind of flowers or vegetables or, I don't know, whatever else grows on like a tree. I'm like, what are the options? Like, it's, you choose, right? And that's beautiful because that is in the realm of co-creation. You manifest, and Spirit is here to help you, to give you the help in hand. And that's quite beautiful, Aries. Yep. There you go. That's you. The Queen of Wands. It won't focus. Here we go. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. That's that freedom. And it's totally different than the Eight of Swords here. Check that out. It's totally different, right? That's in the realm of, again, like I said, lack in self-confidence, lack in self-love. And this one's like, yeah, I'm here, right? She's awesome. This one's awesome as well, right? But that's like embracing. It's like she's hugging him and like, yeah, mate, come here. Come back into my internal team, right? We'll build you back up. We'll build you back up. Do not allow the inner critic to like kill your joy in life. Definitely not. And she's the one, she's not allowing that. She's like, oh no, like I love my life and I want to live my life to my fullest expression and fullest potential here. That's what she says. She's highly committed to self, highly committed to self. Absolutely. And very abundant, very abundant and very close to nature. Also, very close to nature. You might have a very significant connection to nature here is what I'm seeing. Also, again, I'm just going to say it. I know it's really random, but it's something about the earrings. We had this in another reading. I can't recall which one it was. But the earrings, something about earrings that have significance to some of you here. Yeah, maybe like dangling earrings in the wind and that makes you feel free or something along those lines. Yeah, Four of Cups. Spirit is giving you messages in your sleep. You're receiving downloads. That's what that is, about certain situations, receiving insights about certain situations that have not worked out for you in the past. You deciding, do you still want this, or are you done with that topic now? Can you move on from the past? Can you forgive, not forget, forgive what has happened and really move on from that and move into reciprocity here and not this shit show, Aries. Yes, I knew it. Yes, you have the Empress. Yes, mate. Yes. And mate, that's or however you say that. The Empress. I was feeling Empress energy with the Queen of Rods, and I was saying, connected to nature. You have an amazing connection to nature, and the divine feminine is being nurtured here within you, and that's so dope because and this is nothing against males. This is just the energy, what I'm going to say now. So it's like our society is predominantly male oriented. What I mean by that is like very structured, very go-getter type of a thing, right? But we're missing intuition. We're missing the nurturing. We're missing the human element. We're not machines. We're not machines. We want to be connected to nature. Do you know how good that feels when you like talk to Mother Nature, or when you just lay on the ground and really actually make that connection? That is just pure gorgeousness, right? And that's what we're lacking, and that's what's coming in. Yes, very good. And that is, again, not to say to bash male energy, not at all. We need the balance. We need this, guys. We need this, like divine feminine, divine masculine in balance. And that's what's happening here for you on an individual level, but also on a much bigger scale here. Yep. Beautiful. And you're growing. You're really growing into your leadership role here. You're really growing into your leadership role. Look at this. Got a smaller one here in the background, a deer, and then here with the huge, how do you call them? It's not horns. I don't know how you call them. Antlers. Are those antlers as well? I'm not sure. Anyways, you're really growing into that role, into that Empress role, which is gorgeous. Yes, very powerful, very nurturing at the same time. Good, good, good energy. Really good energy. Aries. All right, you guys. Yeah. Oh my God, this is very long. So we have here for you the mountains. Stand your ground, dear Aries. Okay, stand your ground. Bye. Stand your ground. You already had your guardian angel card, so that's good. All right, mountains, let me see. Oh yeah, and before we move to that, guys, if this reading resonated with you, please go check out Vimeo and Patreon if you want, that is, right? Vimeo is for single extendeds because there is going to be an extended to this reading, and Patreon is for every extended ever created. And what was I going to say? Yeah, and more extra if you want to. All right. And now the mountains. Here we go. Stand your ground. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Yes. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable. And so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Yes, exactly. I can't wait for the extended what's going to come out over on Vimeo and Patreon. So if you like, you'll find the links down below in the description box, my loves. Aries, I really hope this was insightful to you. Much love and light to you. I'll see you over there next time. Bye.